Possibly.
5, 4, 3.
Part of me, it's like, man, I want I want to just start a joke off like, the thing about X group of people want to hit live. But I'm like, no, people won't think that's a joke.
I listen to I've been listening to them. They've been going on for like well over 10 years now, the Tell 'em Steve Dave podcast. And they got to they have a Reddit thing, but they got to the point where they're like offending everybody. So now their joke is every time they say a joke or, something that is potentially mean, they'll be like, guys, we're joking. I'm not really gonna go home and beat up my family.
Allegedly. Just say allegedly at the end. Does that make it worse?
I said I'm joking.
Yeah, this shirt, I
Find
don't
this
know. It's
fan
like
podcast.
I just thought this is cool. I thought it looks like it's like something like if you weren't paying attention, like it would just look like a regular shirt to people.
Yeah, I freaking love it actually. I want oh, I'm still on fire. Hey, I'm not flipped. Huh.
You want me to
My
flip?
Baltimore Orioles is backwards.
I can flip you around.
Oh, all right, you give me a flip. Hey, there I am. I gotta see which way I'm pointing now. See if I look. Everything's backwards.
Tells we're live. Are we live?
Yeah, and that's
Cool.
why I'm watching myself on fire. I gotta put out the fire real fast.
I was just waiting because it said we had like zero people in the chat, and I'm like, well, I know I'm watching it, and I know you're watching it. We should at least have
Well,
one.
I got 15 devices watching it.
I don't think that works. It's like got
I
15
have 15 different
I
accounts.
got 15 different viewers from the same IP address.
I'm spoofing.
I had to bring back the pineapple glasses because it's tropical vacation day.
Is it? It's fucking still 30 degrees where I live. Ugh.
Go to Okinawa.
Okinawa.
Is there a
All right,
reason
let's
you
start
didn't?
this.
What you could have took vacation to Okinawa and be like, just explain to your family that it's like, listen, I have to do basket weaving with Tam Nakano, and then
I just went to
get yelled at by Thekla.
I just went to Albany for a weekend for some union stuff. I probably should have said, yeah, that'll work next time. The union is meeting in Japan.
The American Postal Service for
Hey, I'm there for training purposes. Hey,
local.
we're getting a lot of their baseball players. They're trying to draft me as their mailman.
Yeah, that is true. It's like you gotta have mail everywhere around the world, right? Is that how that works?
Yeah, but we're the only good ones. I feel like I gotta fill my Pez dispenser. Let's
That is actually true. It's like every time like you need something, like I don't even understand how this works. Like every time you need something shipped, and it's like you can go to like FedEx, you can go to like Brown, whatever, and it's like, no, I need this to get here. I need it to not be broken. I need it to be here on time. Like, okay, great. We're just gonna send it to the postal service.
well, that's because the other places I found, like I think they get paid the same amount no matter how long they work, so they're running all over the place and throwing this stuff. Now a mailman, a nice good old fashioned union job.
Mm.
Just take your time, you get there when you get there, with pride.
Oh,
As long as it's not too cold, not too slippery, we'll make it there. Newman used to say, it's raining. I'm not working today. But
you
that's
can't
enough of that.
deliver all your mail today, because then it's like they'll think that you get your job done too fast, and you'll have to deliver other people's mail tomorrow.
It is true. Did you remember did you watch that show a lot? There was a thing where Newman tried to get the transfer to Hawaii the most sought after transfer, but he had to deliver all this mail that he was slacking on. So Jerry helps him out because Newman leaving is also Jerry's
That's his
dream
dream.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they knew it wasn't
It couldn't
Newman who
possibly
delivered his
because
routes
it was
because
on
he
time.
delivered too much of the mail. Yeah, he's like, no one has ever delivered over 80% one day.
In the history of the post service since the Pony Express.
All right.
That's good enough, right? That's good enough.
That that was a good banter. I do appreciate it. Although, but we can wait until this starts official. I do want to hear about your extracurricular activities for the day. Um, I would like to say, wow, is it Sunday? It is Sunday night, Juno, and you know what that means. Welcome to the Stardom Fan Podcast. I'm Mark.
I'm Juno.
Hey, buddy, it's time for another great show. We're in a little bit of lull. We had Cinderella, we had Spring Vacation, we had something else happen, and then like we have like a whole month until All Star Grand Queendom. So instead, let's talk about merchandise and shirts.
Yeah, it's rare. Like it's kind of fun every once in a while. Like, let's see what's up in the news, and most of it's like crap I don't really care about. But it's I always like sometimes I like to show off their merch.
Well, yeah, because now I want to buy that Hawaiian the I'm looking at a Hawaiian shirt with all the faction logos on it. That is fantastic. And you're right, it is sort of nice. A little bit of law. The beginning of the year was like bang, bang, bang. There was so much to do. And today was just like, let's just get on and, shoot the shit for a little while and see what happens. So
They should get. We need a sponsorship at this point. We advertise for them so much. That's okay. I want them to be bigger than. I don't know. There are in my mind they're the biggest wrestling company in the world.
they're the best, maybe not the biggest. It is true. There has
Pound for
been
pound.
more pound for yeah, by average. They're pound for pound the best pro wrestling in the world. Uh, they I forgot what I was gonna say. You got me
Chris
all screwed
Minji's
up.
here.
Oh.
This is Mayu Steel Child fan. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. That's the
Well, let's bounce right in. I don't think in the past couple weeks,
Anyways, I could probably
been Cinder,
get rid of this
as
shirt.
the I love this shirt. I didn't even say I was looking at Hawaiian shirt. All right, is the past couple weeks, nothing really big has happened since Cinderella. We had Cinderella Carrara, um, and that was it. And
Yeah.
Rapalos is in the house. It is party time. There must
Well,
not be any wrestling on. The only time Rapalos, super producer, can hang out with us is like when he's not watching one of the
he goes
15
tropical. Yeah. Oh,
wrestling shows.
I love these pineapple glasses. I wish I would. Oh, I don't know if she was at the show that I went to. I don't remember. But
I got
I've
that on like
actually
Dollar Tree.
I forgot. I knew when I left. I was like forgetting something, and it was like a Home Alone moment where it's just like it's already far too late to like go back home. You're like, no, I forgot my pineapple glasses. Dude, I think would I be the I don't really pay attention to the crowd that much. That would might have been one of the first times if I would have actually brought them that like someone was wearing the glasses that like she didn't hand them to somebody.
You could have reversed it. You should have came with a
Oh,
box
I
and
should
started
have
handing
signed
them
it.
out, or handed your glasses out to.
I should have. Oh man! All right, next time I'm gonna like give her a pair, and then like after the show, I'm gonna have a Sharpie. I'm like, I mean, I will sign it if you want. I mean,
Oh,
no
I
big
do have
deal.
to show you. There is a merch site that I thought we can get involved in. But what I wanted to do is so I got this Tam Swallows hat. I was gonna get like the little Stardom fan logo here, and that'll go great with a Stardom fan hat with my Hawaiian shirt next time I go to an indie show around here. Actually, it'll go really good with the press pass. So when we end up in Vegas,
A Stardom fan swallows tan or wait, what?
huh?
A Stardom fan. s-
I was showing off my Tam Swallows hat,
Yeah, so
and then
it would be a Stardom fan swallows Tam shirt or hat.
Tam Swallows Stardom fan. No, Tam the Swallows, Tokyo Swallows.
Yeah.
Anyways, Toshi's in the house and he says the Cinderella was one of the best I've ever watched. The Cinderella this year was amazing.
Actually, I don't know. I'm like torn because it is nice fun when it's like all the big stars. when it's like all the like the young people. But then again, that's also what the tournament you would think is for people that don't get the main event spots. Everyone, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you need to have like sort of the mid tier sort of tournament because the 5 star. I mean, that's where the big players go, and everyone else had a little vacation.
I guess I wish if as long as it's not if every year it was like the rookies, it's kind of would be boring. So it's like if they put every few years like it's like all right, we're gonna have like our heavy hitters in there, it'd be cool.
But I mean, this class is just so good. Is that just how lucky they are, where they could fill up with, I don't know, how many girls were there? 13 girls and a Tabata.
Something we
Like
didn't
they could.
in a Tabata. Isn't that like a New Japan guy?
No, you know what? On our last podcast, I appreciate all the comments of the people that go on the YouTube and comment. Someone it's like whenever we say who's Tabata, or this
Tomo
person,
Tomoka
yes,
Inaba?
no, Tabata, the CML chick, and
Oh,
everyone
oh,
inevitably
right.
somebody shows up on the in the chat and explains that she's the daughter of a legend and she's a legend and she's the greatest. So.
Oh, that's cool.
So if we keep no selling this girl that we don't like anyway, someone's going to be able to tell us how wrong we are.
I don't really have an opinion.
No, well, my opinion was the first time I saw her because I didn't watch a lot of the undercards building through Cinderella, where I think she was on. So the first time I watched her was in a match where she beat Hina, and I wasn't having that. It doesn't make me so happy.
Yeah, it's kind of a slow week. I figured we could get into just talking about anything that like stood out for like these Okinawa shows, and then what else did I
Well,
have?
plus
Oh,
we can
Mayu.
play with chat.
What
I
else
mean,
did I have?
we
Mayu
usually ignore
stealing a.
the chat people.
That's true. Mayu
Toshi
stealing
wants
a
to know what you
child.
think about the future belt.
Um, I like it. I don't understand it, the rules. It's like I feel like every time they need Lady C to challenge for that belt, they change the rules on it, but that's okay. I
What
thought
do
it
you
used to
think
be
about the?
I thought it used to be like 2 years of wrestling experience or like vice or whatever came first, like 2 years of wrestling experience or if you were like under 18. And then it was like, oh well maybe that's too young, like because probably shouldn't have like children fighting each other, so maybe under 20. And then every time now it's like Lady C challenges for it every once in a while. It's like, all right, now it's 7 years of wrestling experience, or if you're 35.
It's like the Disney rule for copyright. They have to keep changing the rules. So it's like every time Lady C ages out of being able to win the futures belt, they're like, she hasn't won it yet. All right, 8 years experience, 29 years old.
I guess the NXT belt, but that's kind of like its own brand now. It's like it's I like the idea of like a belt just for like people new to wrestling.
Hmm. Oh, it's great. I love the concept in general is fantastic. But what do you think
Oh,
that it's practically like a world championship at this point? I mean, this belt has changed less about as
yeah, that's
many
true.
times as Bruno San Martino and Hulk Hogan got rid of their WWF belts. Like, there's been 3 champions in 3 years.
I was gonna say, I wish it had the NWA belt rule where you defend that. Because why the fuck not? It's like you're the futures champion, and if you could hold it for whatever it is, 10 defenses, it's like shouldn't you get a world title shot? Why not? I wish they had that rule. That's like the one of the only nice things I can say about the NWA.
Isn't their national?
Yeah,
Is
their
that what you're just
national
saying?
yeah, their national title. If you it's kind of like their TV, well
Yes.
they have a TV title, but so I can't say that. But it's like their second title. It's be like Intercontinental or US title, which I think every company, why not? If you're the second champion and like you hold this belt for a while, shouldn't you get a shot at the main title?
What I
Like
liked
eventually.
was it was a gamble though,
Oh yeah,
because
that
if
is
I at
true.
least when I was
Yeah.
watching it, if you like, it's almost like cashing in. If you accept the championship shot,
Well, it wasn't
you
really
have to forfeit the national title.
yeah, it wasn't really like a gamble because that was like the ultimate goal. It's like and it made the world title feel more special because it's like you had to freaking earn that title shot if you're the national champion.
So what are you assuming that winning the futures title 18 times earns you? A loss to Carrara and the Cinderella. That's what that means. Gets you.
Oh, that thanks for reminding me. It's you know sometimes in sports like some people will say like, "Oh, that was." There's always an asterisk next to every like big win. Sure, Kurara won the Cinderella, but was Ami in it? No. And you think about it, it's like, and she didn't even have to go through Cinderella Hanan either. Like that was the two finalists last year. So lucky breaks. And
S-
her tag team partner Aya like went and took a dive and just went to a time limit draw with Hanako.
That happened. So the way I see it, the real Cinderella, we should have
The way
a fatal four-way between Hanako, Hanan, Ami, and Kurara.
this year's Cinderella was basically like last year's Boston Celtics. Like they didn't have to have any real competition until the NBA Finals.
Yeah,
But
I felt that way with Kurara. Once she beat Ruaka, there was no one stopping her,
but you know
and,
what?
and obviously no one stopping her at all. But I mean, I didn't see a way where anyone was gonna stop her on her way to the finals.
You can only play who's in front of you in the schedule. That's what I say. Also, we're
Do you want to
pretend. Yeah.
take another fan question from Toshi? I like Toshi.
Go for it.
They would like to know, what are your thoughts on the IWGP Women's Belt? It just has no value, which might be true if it wasn't held by the literal greatest wrestler of all time.
The greatest wrestler of all time. Well, that's Carrara. The second greatest wrestler of all time, Mayu Tani.
Is she the greatest IWGP champion yet?
Yeah, she's gonna pass Okada in like 3 days or like a week, something like that. I just checked recently. Okada's at, maybe I should start doing we should do a counter for the next like two streams. Unless Shuri takes it from her, like, Okada's longest reign was 720 days, and Mayu's at like 705.
Yeah, but does it matter that she's only had 4 defenses? Or is it did Okada only have 4 defenses too at all that time?
Okada had 12. Mayu, if she beats Shuri, is gonna have 10. By the way,
Wow.
Mayu's matches are like I'm assuming 10 times better than an Okada match. Okada
Oh
matches are
my god.
mostly boring. It's like,
They became boring. I liked them a lot, like
yeah, I
when
did
I
too.
first started watching them, and then it was like, all right, do they all have to be 55 minutes?
Yes, because to be fair, like when you're looking at like the undercard of that show, it's like, listen, do we really want this match to go more than 5 minutes? Let's just have an hour-long Okada match.
Hey, I resent that statement. I would watch Chase Owens and Bad Luck Fale for 30 minutes every night.
That sounds awful. I would watch that too.
And I'm the one. It's funny. I'm glad I had a chance to bring that up because Chase and Bad Luck Fale, it just like it came back recently, and so I'm watching the J Cup or the New Japan Cup. And that was like my selling point to my brother. I'm like, "Yo, Chase Owens is back, and even Bad Luck Fale is in the ring." And he's like, "So?" I'm like, "What? What do you mean so?"
Oh, can
He
I?
is he is the literally the only OG Bullet Club left.
Can I? Oh, because that's like segue, like getting people to like cheer for people like no one's into it. I was at a Renaissance festival today, and of course I'm gonna
Yes.
get like hype as shit for the jousting. Like, dude, like it's jousting, and I basically got our side, and we were cheering for our dude. We had this guy called like Malcolm. I don't know if that's his real name or it's like his gimmick name, but I was getting this guy. I'm like, yeah, let's go, Malcolm, and this other guy was like using because they're doing other stuff too. Like they're showing off not just their jousting. Like our dude had a sword and the other guy had an axe, and our guy's like shit talking him. He's like, I use a real man's weapon. He goes, he's over there. It's like hacking away like a barbarian. And what was the other guy's name? The other guy's name was Leon. So I started to chant. I was like, Leon's a whacker. That was pretty funny.
That's awesome. You could turn anything into like a wrestling show.
I would like to think that medieval tournaments were would be our people.
Of course they were. The only
Just
problem was
people.
when your guy lost, you never saw him again.
You could say that a lot about like AEW and WWE guys.
Yeah, yeah, I guess that's true, right? But once the run's over, you never
Okay,
off with their head.
I wanted to mention Saki Kashima getting a big Kishikashi win over Rina in Okinawa. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I don't get
It's
some of
you
this
know what it's
stuff.
the she's to me Saki is still like Rina's mom. Remember when Saki was in a Wado tie and she would
Yeah,
like have to pick up after Rina and like fold her jacket and like every time Rina would lose a match, like the rest of Oedo Tai didn't give a shit, and Saki's like, "Oh my god, are you okay? Do you need an aspirin?" And then Rina would lose a match, and she'd be carrying Saki out of the ring. That was that's awesome.
what I do like about that is you just showed the graphic. It was an 8-woman tag, and God forbid, I mean, Kajima beats Rina, which I don't like because I really want Rina to get the rocket strap and never lose again. But God's Eye getting a win with Lady C, Tomoka, and Hida. I mean, Kashima obviously carried that team, right? Well, I mean, she got the pin, so of course she did. But oh my goodness, it's nice to
Oh,
see the God's Eye should be the best faction in the world for heaven's sakes.
I was speaking of like Toshi was asking, like I think the actual rules for the features belt is I think it's like 21 years old or 3 years of wrestling experience, but I'm legit not sure because I feel like Lady C has been in Stardom for like 5 6 years now, and she challenged for it recently. Maybe the champion's allowed to call out who they want.
Yeah, you're gonna call out the person that can't win every time.
Well, I mean,
Had my stats.
maybe she's just excited. She just like loves that belt. Like, who wants to say no to that face?
They're so good. I want God's Eye to like never win. Maybe I just want Rena to join God's
Jeez.
Eye. I mean, no, I want God's Eye to never lose. Sorry, I got confused.
Eh. Oh, Hanako versus Sakura Aya Sakura, whatever. That was a really good match, and also Rana was in there. Rana
These
Yagami.
are back from
The two.
this is the spring break shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hanako. That I didn't end up watching that match. I don't know why they had to put Rana Yagami in there, but I like Rana, but I wouldn't have been fine seeing a Aya and Hanako rematch, just them two beating up on each other.
What do you think about the fall of the Cinderella uh, queen? Queen? Princess? Momo Kogo beating Hanan.
Hanan takes the L every now and again, and that's pretty much what earned the Mayu versus Komomo title shot from this past weekend.
Oh no. If I know anything about wrestling, that means that Mayu's gonna lose.
Yeah, but Saida's probably going to win, right? Didn't you convince me of that? You're like, yo, like, because you know me, I love Hanan and I love Wingori, and I'm like, just I want to put Hanan on the pedestal, like number 3 in the world, and you're like, but like Saida literally carries that team, and Yusa literally carry Hanan to the ring. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. No, that can't be true. Look at her. She's a star.
See, this is the type of thing I wish like. It took way, way, way too much work, but like logging uh the actual match data for like each wrestler, I could have like in the past I could have told you how many times Hanan ate the pin for Wingori.
Well, luckily in their tag matches, they're on a winning streak as their champions. But yeah, whenever there's a multi-woman tag, she's the one that's looking up at the stars. That's for sure.
True, true. What did you think about Kurara versus Saya Kamatani?
Dude, I can't believe that didn't sell out whatever arena they were in because holy cow. I thought the match was great. I think there was emotions in it. Um, what happened so well, there was it was close, I guess, as close as you would assume. Kurara had her chances. Saya kicks out of everything because she is the greatest after Mayu. Um,
Little chair bowling.
yeah, they they pulled out all the tricks. I guess I was until you show a clip or a video of them chair bowling. I'm like, Saya did beat Kurara clean in the middle. What I thought was odd after Kurara's or Saya's done trash talking and literally like throws trash on Kurara, like she takes towels and stuff and just starts littering on top of Kurara and says, you're nothing, you're garbage to me." Kurara's being like carried out because she got her ass whooped, but she keeps looking back to the ring. She still has these emotions for Saya for some reason. There's some
Yeah.
kind of trance going on.
Well, yeah, obviously. No, she wants. She wants. She's a good guy. She knows that Kamatani is not a real bad guy. I
You
think
think that Kurara thinks
Tam does, or
you
Sam.
think the ultimate good guy thinks that she can save Saya still?
Saya doesn't even think she's a bad guy. I think I was reading an interview recently where she's like, "I'm a bad guy just because I like to make cute girls cry." I think that was her exact
Well,
quote.
that and like one of her like moves is literally putting her hand over the mouth and nose, for a 4 count.
They do that in UFC all the time. It's legal there.
Is it
Yeah, of course it is.
smothering?
You in a sport where you can drop someone on their head and like pummel their face into dust, you think they can't smother people? They
You're
could
not
put.
allowed to.
They
You're
could.
you're not allowed to break fingers.
Well, we have to have some like gentlemanly rules agreements.
They have a thing against. I think the actual term is small joint manipulation. You're not allowed to do. However, you're allowed to smother your opponent to death.
Well,
I love. I
they
love
could
fighting.
tap out unless they're passed out, and then they can't tap out.
Well, that's where the ref comes into play, right? Wow.
Yeah, what was the attendance? That should have the Carrara because it was originally supposed to be like white belt versus red belt, and it was gonna be Starlight Kid versus Saya, but then Starlight Kid got her face smashed in by Konami, and
Starlight would have just lost anyways.
541 people. That's pretty good. It was probably at like 200 people before like Carrara got placed in the main event. That's actually pretty.
541. No,
Looking
go ahead.
at
I was gonna.
well later, I was gonna show off like some like I've been working on like my data that I've been collecting for Stardom, and 541 is actually pretty high for just a random show.
Yeah, the
If it's not a
problem I
core show.
have is the convention center they were in. It was just one of those problems where when they put 500 people in the gymnasiums that fit 400 and people are standing on the roofs watching Saya and Kurara, that's amazing. But like it
Oh,
was so quiet and there's no noise because this arena looked like it fit 5,000. It just they were in the middle of some big convention center that just was, you know, it was a shame. It was probably just the building that they had there in Okinawa. Either that
true.
or they were hoping they were selling 2,000 tickets
Hmm.
to see Saya and Kurara, which I'm surprised they didn't. It's astonishing to me.
Dude, sometimes it's just like good company morale thing. It's like, hey, you want to just randomly like it's a slow period in March. You guys want to go to Okinawa? We'll do like a couple shows. It's like I think the shows were like back to back days, right? No, like day apart. But, oh, and this one did 572. That's pretty good for the second day. That's actually really good. I think a standard Corkin show was like 1100, like without whatever fire code they have to ignore to get more people in there.
Hmm.
Oh, also this website is WWR was it dash Stardom. It's their official website.
Yeah, I found it on accident once. I was looking for their schedule. I was like, oh, there's a lot of information on here.
The only thing is if you go to which what was the spoiler thing? Was it schedule? Like they changed the website and now there's like a spoiler that there didn't used to be.
Yeah, sometimes their thumbnails will Like if you're behind in a show and you don't want to get spoiled, yeah, sometimes their thumbnails will show it off.
I'll go back like a month. If you go to like, I think it's schedule, yeah. Yeah. So after a show, before you used to be able to just check the schedule and then like everything was cool, but now like the schedule also after a show is like the results page,
Another
which
pretty cool page is stardomfan.com.
hell yeah. It's got all your, it's got everything you'll ever need.
Except for the match results.
Well, I think we link back to Stardom's official website.
Probably somewhere.
Also, how about this? Because this is a fun episode where we just like, I kind of, it's nice. It sometimes it gets so busy during Cinderella season and 5-star season and Queendom time. It's like just like have a
Triangle
week where
Derby.
you just get to talk about whatever. I don't know what that is.
I've just successfully brought it up every week this month, and you successfully said you don't know what that is. So I'm gonna keep this gang going.
To celebrate the 10th anniversary. Oh, but I have a question for you after I read this. To celebrate the 10th anniversary of Natsupoi and it's shouldn't it be Natsumi? If it's a
Save this picture.
if it's a
What is that? Is
Sayori
that in
show.
news?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Natsupoi and Soriano's debut, the event, Natsu and Sayori, here we come, here we come. 10th anniversary, our footprints will be held at Oda Ward Gymnasium. Any news about who's going to be on the show? That
So they're putting on an anniversary show produced by Natsupoi and Sayori.
is happening like tomorrow. I don't see like a card. Wait, oh, I
No,
do.
it's happening at the end of May, dude.
Oh, May. I thought it said
Isn't it?
March. No, that's it. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we got some time. No, it's worth bringing up though. It just hit the news that they're putting on a show. They got to
Oh,
start talking about it now. It's
oh,
gonna have
this
a whole
is
bunch of people we don't know because it's gonna be all like Sayori's friends and their friends that they've probably wrestled throughout their careers, right?
yeah. Tehanma is like the other poi. I always talk about like there's another poi. She's like the third
Oh,
poi.
cool. Wasn't the pineapple a poi once?
No,
Oh,
Micah, was it Ozaki? Yeah, she's from what's she from? I don't know, but she was in Stardom a bunch. I liked her. Oh, so far that's the only match that's announced.
so what are they gonna do? Do you think Natsupoi and Sayori are gonna fight each other? Or are they gonna team up?
It feels like they have to be in the match, either one or the other. I can't see them being like not in the same match.
That's really cool. That's almost what we should do next week. Is just do a Natsupoi and Sayori show. Like how? Like I want to know why that makes sense. I mean, we assume that they were friends before they got together in Stardom, but they're celebrating their
Oh, that is.
10-year wrestling relationship. I mean, they got some kind of past that's really cool. It's definitely worth looking up.
Oh, I was gonna ask, what do you think about Stardom? They like signed and uh trained Sayori and Natsupoi, and then let them both walk away.
Oh, really?
Dude, how lucky is that? Like they both like yeah, they got trained by Stardom and they came up in Stardom. I don't even know. They were there, they were both like there for such a short time, and then they came back eventually like years later. Think that's like a ball drop, or maybe you got to go back and watch, and it's like, oh, that could be cool. Go back to 10 years ago and see like what they look like then. See if they're like similar wrestlers at all. Probably not.
It's just they're so good that it's shocking. Like I don't know. Any company would be great to have them. So it doesn't. It definitely makes sense that they ended up in Stardom together. That's happened to a few people. Julia had, in what Risa Sarah, friends that sort of came up together, got separated, and then they get to finish some feuds. Sherry and everyone she's actually kicked in the face was coming up to kick her in the face.
Yeah, I remember I gotta go back and see who she came back to originally start fighting. We're like, who's this Soriano? Like, she's pretty cool.
Yeah. She won like instantly. She was part of that team with
Was her first match like in Stardom was winning the artist belts?
yeah, that was like it was very close because I remember just being like, wow, when she was with Kyrie and all that.
Dude, she made Kyrie look like bland as hell. That's how awesome Barry is.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. Like, wow, that's a superstar.
Oh, also newsworthy, I guess, is Mina leaving Stardom. She's going to AEW. I think her last
Full time,
match.
huh?
I think her last match is like the pay per view in April.
That's not really surprising. I'm half
No, she's
surprised.
barely. She's been appearing like less and less over the months
I
in
was more
Stardom.
surprised that yeah, I was more surprised that Mina has been around as much recently as she was since the beginning of the year.
To be
She was
flying,
spending so
yeah,
much time in America. Yeah,
to be
maybe she's
flying
just
back and
packing her
forth.
thing.
She's just been
Is
slowly packing. Take a
is she
little bit
still
at a
on
time.
AEW TV now,
I have
or is
no
she like
idea.
off?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought you still hate watched it.
No, it's not even fun to do that. It's just sad.
It's-
It's like AEW. I used to like hate watch it, but there'd be a couple good things. Now there's no good. Like you know what I mean? It's like you don't want to just punch down at someone who can't defend themselves. Like there used to be some good things on it.
yeah, it'll
I
be good again.
I can't name what they were off the top of my head, but Mariah
If
May
Alexa
maybe.
Bliss goes over there, I'll have to give it a try.
I'm not even. You could just. All right. Here's a clip. I just want your reaction to this. I've already watched it. Where this clip is just for like audio people. It's just like Mayu and Koguma at ringside, and there's this guy, this like older gentleman with like a toddler in his hands. Oh, I thought there was audio. Oh, there is just quiet. And now Mayu has taken the child, and it's gone.
and
She's carrying it to the ring, like Mufasa and Simba.
she just stole a kid. Everyone is very confused too.
The ref is like begging her to please not bring the small toddler into the ring.
And the toddler's going in the ring. She turns around. She's had enough.
The
Kid.
toddler's like, no, please.
That's awesome.
I I would like to think this like because this video just starts and like this guy's like he's not even like holding out his kid for Mayu. He's just holding his kid up. She's like, oh, that kid's cute. So in jeez,
So holding it like a football.
if
Like, how do you hold a kid? Just
yeah
holding it like you'd hold a cat.
yeah, no one's ever held a child like that before. If Rossi was still here, I would say like in maybe 4 years this toddler would be in Stardom, but in like 15 years, this child. Is this how this works? This child is the chosen one.
Koguma was putting her hands up. She was going to try to get the kid to Kuma. Kid wasn't having it. Everyone like this isn't. This is. No one thought this was okay. Everyone is shocked. Like the girls are like, "Oh, there's a cute kid here." Like,
I think Mayu was like kawaii.
oh, fun moments.
Yeah, kawaii. So she just
And
stole a
what do you
child.
think? What do you think Daichi's doing? Like, why are
He's
you doing
saying,
this?
"Don't, please stop. Not okay. We cannot have small children in the wrestling ring, please."
Hi,
But
Dodge. Dodge is Mina that. Dodge is Mina. Dodge is sad that Mina's last show was in Vegas.
that's her last show. I thought her last show was like the pay per view.
Once she goes back to America, she's never coming. She's never leaving.
It's just kind of no show. I guess that's true. I mean, this is like that's like a good segue. I had All Star Grand Queendom, April 27th, and I think the Vegas show is like 2 days before that. I
Oh
just
my God! Look at that main event.
That's probably the pre-show you're looking at.
Yo, the goddess of Stardom. Who do I root for?
Yeah, these
My
are your
two
two
favorite
favorite.
teams.
These are actually like the only two teams in Stardom.
Wingori and FWC for the championship. Oh man, if FWC wins, they'd be like the only like 18-time champion or something. They've had that tag title so much.
Well, they're the only team that wants it. It's like no one else challenges for it.
They're so good.
There must not be a pay increase to be the tag team champion.
Oh, oh, Chris makes a good point. They're finally getting their rematch clause. Is that how it works? Did they win the title from them? I don't remember who was the champion before that. All I remember
Um,
is FWC is always the champion
no,
and
they
New Era.
won it from Thekla and Momo.
Oh, that's right. Because then it was Shuri and the turncoat before that.
Konami. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Dude.
That
I
all
think
happened.
I think Konami got screwed harder than Shuri did. Like, if you guys don't remember, it was Thekla and Momo versus Konami and Shuri, and Konami just turned on Shuri and like gave the tag team belts to Thekla and Momo. It's like I don't know how Thekla convinced Konami. She's like, "Yo, you know what would be great for your career is if you just let me have your tag team titles."
And what and what has Konami got out of it since?
An ass
Her
kicking,
best
dude.
match.
She
I
got
was gonna
kicked
say her
in the
yes.
face so what is that? What are those match called? That match type? Basically
It
like
was like
UFC
the
rules.
real rules, man. Yeah, 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 yeah.
UWF, I think. That ended in 6 seconds when Shuri knocked her out with a kick to the face.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what she got for her troubles was a 5-second literal knockout. A last man standing match where they couldn't even count to 10. They had to make sure she was alive.
So
Yeah.
FWC versus Wingori. I think we also have for the white belt Starlight Kid versus Zumi.
Uh,
I mean,
Forever foes? Wait,
it's
aren't they friends?
I think that's what I saw. I mean, if it's not on their website, so I could be making that up. But I think I saw that somewhere.
Mayu and Shuri, huh?
IWGP Women's Championship match: Mayu Utani versus Shuri. The last I know they fought for this belt before. I think right.
I
It's,
thought so. I feel well.
she was
Mayu's
one
had
of
it
the
so long
first.
now. I mean, yeah, she beat Shuri and she beat Utami. I think like right away, right? Didn't she?
I remember the last when I think of these two, the moment I think of from like any of their matches is Mayu was in a number one contender match on a pay per view with Julia, and the thing went to a time limit draw. So Shuri was like, "I ain't no punk bitch. I'll face both of you like back to back nights." And then I think they did like rock paper scissors or something, or however they decided. Like Mayu got to choose like who faced Shuri first, and she's like, "Yo, Julia, you two can kill each other, and then I'll face the monster after clean up the
That
mess."
happened. Yep.
Because
Good memory.
Mayu's not dumb. But the moment from that match is that's usually how the match ended is Shuri put on that like stretch muffler that she does, where she's got their leg over her shoulder, and then she grabs the arm and starts like putting the knee into the back. But she actually like grabbed Mayu's other arm somehow and her other leg, and the she couldn't like tap out and she couldn't go anywhere. But Mayu started to like kind of pogo stick on her neck over to the rope, and the ref was like, "Yo, that's not okay," and just called the match off. Like Mayu, you're gonna have a broken neck or a broken back, one of the two.
uh,
I don't even know what her plan was. Is it in Stardom if you have your like a part of your body under the bottom rope, or is she like I'm just gonna what try to bite this rope with my teeth?
yeah, sometimes I don't know. I've seen the ref like kick the hand away, like a
Yeah,
prick.
the person
Like,
that little
like
prick.
sometimes if they touch it, it works. Sometimes if it's under it, it works. But no, sometimes he's like, you got to grab it, otherwise, I don't. I'm like, yo,
It's,
depending on the ref, they're sort of pricks about the break. And sometimes it's not a like if you grab the ropes, they'll still let the girl like roll back when it should have been a break and keep the move on. I'm like, I'm not sure that's right.
Okay, so I read that. So yeah, they officially announced Azumi versus SLK. Thanks, Chris.
Ugh,
Yeah, I thought I saw
I
that on
don't,
Twitter.
I don't like that. Do you?
I mean, listen. Well, they're not forever foes anymore because they're like best friends. But if they were forever foes, I was always saying like it's not really a rivalry if like Azumi just beats the hell out of Starlight Kid every time. So if Starlight Kid wins, it's probably a rivalry again.
If we brought up the roster, I could think we could probably easily come up with 18 better opponents for Starlight.
Sure, probably.
There's
Lady
still a
C,
war an alter perfect right there. That's a great match.
Starlight
Always
Kid,
root for the underdog.
face
And I'm
herself,
still
face Stark Starlight Kid, where she can wrestle
I'm,
a broomstick.
I'm still Azuki. I'm still
Oh, Zuki's always good for like two big losses a year.
yes, but they're amazing. They're fucking glorious
Dude,
losses.
she is amazing. She shows up to work like actually work hard 2 nights a year, and it's like keeping her paid for the next decade. And
Yeah,
it's the same
she's
match too. And it's like, you know what? It's good. It's like I only see it twice a year.
yeah, it is good. You're not wrong.
It's like how
I'm
many?
still living in an alternate timeline where Rena's the white belt champion, and all of a sudden Rena versus Zumi sounds cool because Rena's gonna win in 3 minutes with a Gato clutch.
Starlight Kid is I don't know. I don't like her as much. And she's like she was a she. It's weird because she was like the best version I think of herself, and she was like a bitchy bad guy. And then before
Well,
that, in
you love the cool bad guys, and Starlight Kid and Young OED was so fucking cool, dude.
yeah, but before that, I liked her in Stars too, and she was just like basically the mascot of Stars. And now that she's like a good guy again, it's like she's not even that. She's just like this. It's like she's like I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like the goofiness of Saya, like when Saya first became a bad guy, but in reverse, where it's like she's trying too hard to be a good guy again, and it's like no, you're just people like you. You don't have to keep doing the weird like I don't know everything that she does, dancing and the masks and the stickers. It's like yo, just like be an awesome wrestler, and people will love you.
When Starlight first joined Neo Genesis, or maybe it was right before when she was in between teams, she was still, becoming a good guy, but she still had that little brat attitude.
Yeah. Oh,
Now
I
she's
wrote. I wrote a whole article on our website about that.
yeah, stardomfan.com. Scroll down and you'll find Juno's article on Starlight Kid. Wasted potential,
Something like
something
that.
like that.
Yeah, well, it's basically just about how like she was literally a little demon to everyone in the company, and for like a period of like 3 weeks, she didn't have anyone to tag team with, but they were forcing her to tag team with people. And it's like everyone was like, "Yes, Starlight, you could be our friend." I'm like, "Why? Remember you hate her? That would have been a way better story." And then eventually she'd be like, "Listen, fuck these guys. Like none of them like want me to join them. Then I'll start my own group." Instead, they're like, "No, we're just gonna put like for some reason Azumi and Miyu together with her."
It's like well, these people don't hate me, but
Suzu
now
does.
you got Suzu hates everybody. That's great.
Yeah, that's actually her best
I'm gonna
quality.
start accidentally liking Suzu with this little Neo Genesis Civil War she's causing. This is awesome. The Starlight thing you reminded me of though was Tam Nakano trying to recruit her by whispering into her cat ears every after every match.
I don't even know what
That I
she
thought was
was.
happening.
I don't even know what she was trying to do. Yeah, she would whisper into the cat ears.
Like, yo, that's not real. Those are
But what
she
was
can't hear
funny
you up
is
there.
there was one time I saw a picture of Starlight doing like commentary for a pay per view, and she had the headphones on, but they were like they were like flipped back. like that, like behind her head, and it looks so weird to have the headphones where her ears are, and then the cat ears to be sticking up. I'm like, man, you should have just committed and put the headphones over the cat ears. That would have
There's no
been
truth in her
funny.
art. And you know what? Now that she's a good guy, when's the last time you seen a referee check the ears for a weapon?
Dude, it's like it's like
That was the best part.
the best part is her like, don't touch the ear, like a real cat. Like, don't touch my ears, asshole.
Uh,
Out the ref checked those ears. She could have brought out a thumbtack. I don't. What could you even do? A razor blade? Like, what could possibly be hiding in those cat ears?
I don't know. Cats are evil.
I don't know. Maybe we'll never know because the ref used to check them. Maybe that's he did a good job. We never got to find out. And then finally, we got a main event. This is like I don't even know what to say. World of Stardom Championship match. Saya Kamatani, Tam Nakano. But Tam Nakano isn't even a member of Stardom anymore because she's been beaten by Saya so many times. But the loser retires.
Yeah, so Tam's already been kicked out of Stardom, technically freelancing.
Oh, she's not even on their website anymore. Yeah,
Yeah, it's so clever.
dude, they don't
It's so.
even. And that surprised me too because
Do they
they'll
have
have.
merch? Does she still have her merch? They better. She'll be like, you could do it. You could do what you want, but you're still selling my merch. She's still gonna be on selling magazines or something.
I don't even know if Hate is a faction on their website yet. That's how long they take with their roster page. And like the day after, Tam was like taken off their website. It was crazy. But that is, I don't even know what to say. I don't want to. I don't want this match to happen. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, I don't.
The only
You only got.
the only hope we have is that there's some shenanigans where uh, Kurara Sayaka is like gonna use her wish, like it's an what is it called, Ex Machina Dragon Ball Z, like get out of jail free card.
Ladies and gentlemen, the original top kawaii of the Stardom fan Cosmos shows up just in time to say, "Tam better not lose, or we're gonna have some problems." I dreamer.
But I don't want Saya to lose either. Oh, is this is there a time limit? Because I remember them both talking a bunch of shit, saying they didn't want a time limit, but I don't see a stip that says there is no time limit.
Let him go. 30 minutes.
Dude, I can see a scenario where they go like the 30-minute time limit draw, like to give us some hope, and then like Saya's like, no, I want, or no, probably Tam is like, I want to beat you. Give me 10 more minutes, and then Tam fucking loses to break our heart like twice as hard. Ugh, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's bad.
Oh, I was gonna jump in and say hi to Enigma real fast, but I didn't want to lose this topic. Would you think in Kurara?
Look at this
Do you
poster.
think
Let me
Kurara
just
has
see it.
anything to play? It has anything to do with this match?
No.
No, you think it's completely the whole Kurara love triangle's over? Do you think the match we just had with Saya and Kurara, the blow off was sort of done? Because Kurara really didn't have anything to do with Tam and Saya's last match for the get kicked out of Stardom match. What a cool poster! I gotta
So
download that for the website.
what if Tam loses and then Karara comes out and her wish is she'd probably be crying. And her wish is just like she goes over to Okada and she's like, "Can you just kill Saya for me?" And she's like, "What? Yeah, dead, like not alive, please."
Tam loses. Tam retires. Kurara comes out. I have a wish. I have a wish that'll save the cosmic angels. I wish that Saya's the new leader of the angels, and that they all live
Oh,
happily ever after.
Saya's the new leader of Cosmic Angels.
Yeah, you're that or Kurara says, I want to be the new leader, and my first pick is Saya. Get over here.
I think she would just.
Tam, you can hang out and hold our bags for us.
So, what do you think that you get for like $1,600 for front row VIP seats, center row?
Dude, you get a chance that Tam Nakano gets thrown in your lap, is what you get.
Let's see. Does it say what you get? I've never actually checked this. Like, what does actually do you get for the VIP package? Besides that, it sounds really cool. I don't know. I'll check it later.
While you're looking that up, not only the Dreamer, but Enigma shows up. You can catch Enigma on the show Talk for Glory. You can either click on his name or you're live, or you can search Talk for Glory on
Glory.
YouTube and Spotify, wherever you find podcasts, probably. He is Enigma underscore V4 on most of the socials, even Kick, the gaming platform.
Dude, that's crazy. I don't even know what a kick is. Isn't it a
He's on
cereal?
everything, dude. He's got a whole
He's on a cereal box.
when you watch his show, he's got a graphic that like takes up my
I've-
entire like 55-inch TV. I'm like watching I like watching YouTube on the Google TV. I'm like, Jesus, I got to put it on the big screen for Enigma's graphics for for his socials.
Oh, that's a twist from Enigma. Like, so Tam's gonna lose, and she's gone, and then Syed like wishes that. Wait, yeah, Tam loses, and then Karara wishes that Syed gets fired as well. That's a power move right there. Let's.
Grower wish Saya to marry. Oh, I want. Why do we have to wish that? Can't we wish Utami home? Why do we have to wish Saya out? Can we
Syed.
just like? Can't we do this the right way? There's only one way to that this to work. This Utami come home. Man, this is
Mary.
like the good old days. We got Dreamer. Uh, we got Rapalos Enigma. Chris Minji. What is happening here? I feel like we're 2023 all over again. Let's start a. It's about time we start a quarterly power ranking and put Izumi at 25.
I don't even know where his dude. So far down the list. There is a
Man.
time when I was like trying to be nice, and I'm like, all right, 15 to 20. Now I'm like, no, back to the bottom. It's come back around. I love this poster. I could stare at it all day.
That is a good poster. You can find all the tour posters at stardomfan.com.
I'm gonna print this one out.
I told you I got the card stock. I'm thinking about doing that, but then again, I gotta like do like the WWE and New Japan posters too. So like when the family comes in my room, I just don't look like a weirdo.
No, I think it would look cool if you had like a bunch, like a few of them.
Yeah. Just like the
Like,
whole year's worth of like big pay-per-view posters.
yeah, like the big four. You know what the problem is? Is like Cinderella is a big one. Like Grand Queendom, Dream Queendom. But then it's like the 5 star is just called like the 5 star final. Like I feel like the finals like that could be a big pay per view. But like you know what I mean? If it had like it's like a cool name.
Hmm.
Instead, it's just like oh the finals. I'm like cool.
I know. Remember how Queendom is good? This is All Star Grand Queendom.
What do you like more, Grand Queendom or Dream Queendom?
This feels bigger every year, and I don't know why. Because we all know, like the end of the year, like Queendom's like the big show, and it's supposed to
I
be
think I
the
know why.
wrap up. I think for some reason, All Star Grand Queendom, like every year, I get or I don't remember what they did last year. Maybe it's just because there's a little lull this time of year, but it's like, holy cow, a big ass show at the end of April every year. Oh, it's so fucking good.
I think I know why. It's because like at least like Dream Queendom's at the end of the year. It's like you're saying like wrapping stuff up. Like this is unpredictable in April, end of April. Like anything can happen. Like
Hmm.
okay, I could tell you what the thing of Queendom was in a second. I gotta go back.
We got like human computers. We got Ropolos and Enigma in the house.
I want to watch
We already
Mayu.
got it. Last year was Michael versus Momo.
I'm gonna watch Mayu steal a child one more time.
How come Momo's not the champion yet? Maybe Momo should just like win everything.
Is this how adoption works?
In Japan.
What if Mayu turned around to give this kid back to the father and he's just dipped?
I'm starting to like people watch. Like now, I'm trying to watch the guys at the table, like who run the place.
Let's say that
It's like,
let's say that this was like the guy just dipped. It's kind of like a leaving the baby at the firehouse doorstep thing. I, I'm just
you usually
picturing
don't do that once. Usually you do that. Like, I mean, now that the
before
kid's
they're.
potty trained, yeah. Now that the kid's like a toddler, you made it through the hard stuff. You might as well keep her around.
But I'm just thinking like that would be a good TV series. It's just like Mayu's like, what do you do with this thing? Like, what do you feed it?
I was watching one of the newer New Japan shows, and I think it was Gabe Kidd or maybe it was Drilla. I don't know. They're both freaking cool, but they one of them takes a kid like he's going out. He's sort of like, I don't know. They're the cool bad guys, but everyone likes them, I guess. And so he literally picks up a kid and like puts him over his shoulder like he's gonna body slam him or power bomb him. It's fucking awesome.
I could just picture that though. Mayu's like, or her like pure friends coming over or whatever. Like, why are you feeding the kid hot Cheetos? That's not okay. She's like, cause they're delicious. They're flaming hot. They were on sale. All right. The last thing I had. This is what's been taking up my time. Is I made
Oh,
a.
oh,
I- I'm gonna
sorry, I
eventually
had to
get this
bark.
all into one chart, and it'll be like streamlined, and then I'll probably I'll post it on our website. But
On to the main event of the show, ladies and gentlemen.
nah, this is like post show.
Should I do the thank yous now?
Sure. I don't imagine this. I don't imagine this like this. This is always hard to like talk about. It's like more
Yeah, it
visual.
worked. Yeah, it worked last time, but I'll tell you what, it is a good time to do a quick plug or two and a thank you, and then we'll go into your pet project, which boy is this a beautiful mind at work. But real quick, everybody, don't leave for heaven's sakes. There's more show to come. I know this is the time where it goes from all you people down to zero, but real quick, everyone in chat, thank you for watching. I shouted you all out tonight. It has been a great day so far, and there's more to come. You can follow everything we do at stardomfan.com. And real quick, we must thank the patrons. We have the icon is chicken in the world of Stardom fan champion is the one, the only, my dog and yours, Jake. Anything else before we go on to maps of famous Stardom arenas?
Meh,
All
that's
right,
for
cool, dude.
Jake.
And the Dreamer being here. I'm just so happy. Look at this. Look at this crew. Toshi, everybody. Oh my god. It's a party today.
So what I've been working on is this big ass fucking spreadsheet that goes like 1,000 rows down or something like that. Yeah, almost 1,100 rows down. This is stupid. And then I have a whole bunch of information here. I use shout out Cage Match. I don't know if the if information is accurate, but it's like way more information that Stardom's website gives you, which is nothing. They
Cage match
actually,
is insane. You can look up like indie wrestlers that you
dude,
saw last night in your bingo hall, and someone's uploaded information about them. It's so good.
I remember the other. I don't even know if this was on live stream or if we were just like talking, but we were like looking up random people, and then you click on like AKA, like who was this guy? What was their alter egos, and who did they wrestle with, and blah blah blah. We found like John Cena's dad, like John Cena Senior, and he wrestled a match like last year. His name was like Johnny Too Bad or something stupid. Like this is fucking awesome. I love Cage Match.
Yeah, it is the one of the best part. The gift that keeps on giving in cage match is just going through the comments. Boy, is that a good time.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think that's how we find it. Yeah. Oh, we looked up the worst rated wrestlers, and we're like, these can't be all that bad. They're not all. Uh, I don't know, Kenny Omega. Pick your worst. Pick your worst wrestlers. All right, so
Zoomy.
I did originally started to have like every single Stardom show, and then I had like the arena that they're in and like the attendance. And then I can ignore the 17 latitude and longitudes. That's for like something else I'm working on for like maps.
Don't ignore it. The numbers are important.
The latitude and longitudes. If you want to know
What's
the the
what actually
latitude and
surpri
latitude of Tokyo, Japan,
well,
go.
yeah, because actually what astonishes me is not even without looking at a map, but just looking at the raw numbers, it's like how close some of these arenas are.
Oh yeah, that was which one is it? Oh, this looks like okay. Where the fuck is it? There we go. I took what I did is I went through and I took like I think I went through like almost 20 of like their top big like I went through like the attendances and I was like, "You know what? I started with top 10, then I did like top 20, I think, arenas for based on attendance, and then I added in a couple more just like that are just like of course the KBS hall, that's the wrestle. Oh, hang on. Let me turn up some of this stuff. Turn off that. That's probably good enough for now. Oh, mountains, glaciers. It works like it works it works better once you get it like embedded and stuff, but for now. Like KBS Hall. Actually fuck it. I don't care. Turn it back on. I think it's cool. I found this building. This is the stained glass building. And like some of the stuff is interesting like finding out that this building is like right literally what is this? This is here's KBS Hall, and then like right here or something. There's it's like right next to one like an I think like Osaka Castle.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's really neat. I mean, because we don't need know these places. Looking this up, it was really neat. Seeing your map,
Learning
like where all the
locations like I didn't know that Nagoya like the Dolphin Center we see that's where we've had a few of the All-Star Queendoms.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's Nagoya, and then I'm learning. I'm like, okay, that's Kyoto, that's Osaka. Like learning the different cities. I learned that like look, this is Tokyo. Look how many of these are in Tokyo. I mean, it makes sense, right? And
Yeah, but it still
Yokohama.
surprised me. I mean, it's Japan's big. I would have thought that it was spread out more. But maybe those are the shows they do in the summertime, where you see them in the really little places. Maybe that's when they sort of travel out.
Mm-hmm. It's cool seeing. Oh, the this is interesting. The
Oof.
Shinkiba first ring. This is actually the building they've had the most shows they've ever done, like all time. And then if you actually check it, it's like it's in Tokyo, which is like I guess makes sense, but it's like directly on the Tokyo Bay. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Like I never would have thought that. And it's like it's just like this tiny little building in a parking lot. Oops, I went in too far. But it's this tiny little building in a parking lot. It's right next to this big ass highway. It's like this is like the perfect shitty building. It's awesome. But I think like they're
It's so cool too, the way the map does it. I mean, technology is at its finest. Like you could actually scroll down and sort of see the neighborhood.
yeah, or it's something like seeing how close some of these buildings are. It's like Ariake Arena and the Tokyo Garden. It's like why aren't they not like what it makes me like interested. It's like why did they go to one and not the other when it's like 2 blocks away?
I I was fascinated that when I first learned that like the Tokyo Dome and like the Tokyo City Hall or whatever, Dome City Hall or whatever, there's like just all across the street from each other, like in this whole just Tokyo Dome complex. It's like, oh, it is wild over there. And Kid's right there too. Yeah, I think everything's right there in the same sort of spot. And the Budokan, look at that. That map's neat.
Budokan, Rio Goku. This is like my kryptonite, man. Rio Goku Koku Gikan. No,
No.
Yeah, this is interesting. I was working on like different like graphics. This is like by the different prefectures, which is like their states, and it's obviously like actually, I don't know if this is accurate. I think it is, but it should be like where's Tokyo? Tokyo should be, yeah. I think it's shifted or something, but it's basically like Tokyo, and then nothing else.
That's interesting though. Well, it's not nothing. It does show that they spread out and do like touch different areas.
Yeah. Let's see the number one building. I think I said that already. Number one building is the first ring building, and then Corkin Hall, and then the Edion Arena.
Really?
Yeah, they had like that was like the
It
huge.
when what is this? For how long?
What do you mean? Like all time?
Is all time?
So they've been to Corkin Hall 162 times.
That
This
actually seems
should
low.
keep a first ring 214 times. Just like,
I wonder why.
cause
And where
it's
is that? That's in Tokyo also? It's
that's the
probably cheaper to rent.
that's the building. I think that's the building under the highway. Apparently it's in the Tokyo Bay, where like it's the building with like the wife beater guys with who are like smoking like chain smoking.
Yes.
It's the building that absolutely loves Suzuki.
Yeah, they do.
Um,
It's the building Hazuki built. Well, let's look up because I went back and I because it was neat and on our Discord you can get the link and the comments or on StardomFan.com. You wrote just for fun, working on a cool map, logging a whole bunch of Stardom data. Any iconic stadiums you want me to cover?
mhm.
And of course, you sent your photo was the church, the KBS Hall. Oh, Fafty writes, love the KBS Hall, and then Shinjuku Face. Is that that's another important building? That's the one,
Shinjuku
the
Face.
number one.
Apparently they've only been. I don't. These numbers aren't totally accurate because it's like cage match isn't accurate, and then like
Well, and it only goes back so. I mean,
or like for example like Cork and Hall. Like I also tried to just from the data I have. Like if I should probably even delete this row. It's got some of it is accurate or most of it
yeah,
is.
no, it's very that no,
Cause,
that's good. Yeah, I like this.
Cause like Cork and Hall, it's like the average attendance per show is like it says 700, but it's lower because I think yeah, there's a few events where I have zero for the data. I should probably fix that. I'll fix it in a different thing. But I don't know. It's cool. The actual attendance is great. They've had over 100,000 people buy tickets for Corkin. That seems pretty crazy.
I saw this on your map way out in the middle of nowhere, and Opie brought up Sendai Pit. That was one of the
Mm,
ones that was on your color coded map that was actually
yeah, where is that?
sort of darker,
Sendai
like
Pit right here. Yeah, they've been there
yeah. So they
17 times.
hmm.
5,000 attendance.
Well,
The
let me sound my right amount of ignorant like I do at times. What is Sendai like a place? Is that like where the Sendai girls and the Sendai Pit? Is that like the name of the area?
I'm
Sendai?
glad you asked
Oh, good. So why? Because you know the answer, or we could both look stupid.
because I bothered plotting it on the map. Sendai Pit is actually, believe it or not, in Sendai. No,
Okay,
it's
so I believe it. It is way out. It is way out there, considering they spend a lot of time in like the Tokyo area.
right. Yeah, actually, like zooming out, these are Sendai is like way up in. Well, it's not as north as they go. I guess that's Hokkaido. Hokkaido is like this like big island up here that they go to. Believe that's the building where like oh I think that's the building where remember they were in like a school and you can see through the window just like houses with satellite dishes and they actually didn't even
Yes.
they walked into the building and like they would pull back the curtains and you can just see grass outside.
Oh, it's so fucking cool. This is what we got. Like this is what we got to do. Whenever there's a show, you got to just look up the place and do like a Google Street View. I just want to walk around the neighborhood, start getting a feel for the world.
um, I found that interesting, like, because obviously, like, I don't know the names of the arenas, but like Nagasaki and Hiroshima have had like a big pay per view, but the most part, like their top attendance, it's like stops in Kyoto, like the entire like western half of Japan, like they don't really run big shows there, which I find interesting. I
Hmm.
wonder why. Because it doesn't seem like that's like rural. Like at least like the north, I'm like I can understand why. Like Sendai is like as far as like they do run shows everywhere. Like here, like this one. This is not a complete map, but hang on. I can draw
Jesus,
this.
that's cool.
I can drag this. How do I drag this over?
We also had some shout outs by Hype Man Weeby, said the Osaka 80 Arena shows, KBS Hall.
Yeah, like as you can see, they've ran shows obviously all over Japan. But
That's so fucking cool.
the ones on the
I
other
haven't
map
seen.
was just like their. I did their top, I think 20 as far as attendance goes, and then I added like the Wrestle Church and like the Shinjuku Face, a couple
Yeah,
other big
yeah.
buildings.
No, that's really cool.
I also realized I'm like showing this data off, and I have the thing cropped like crazy.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah.
Oshi, thanks for hanging out with us, buddy.
Once
I
I
well,
get
you know
this
what?
all,
I actually was I usually I produce the YouTube. I'm sorry. I actually blew up the screen that you're streaming with me on Discord so I can watch all your numbers in real time. So I wasn't even on the YouTube until you said that. So I apologize. I should have had a screen open.
yeah, it's because I'm not. I'm still working on like the actual map, so like if I zoom out, it's like this little tiny embedded thing.
Yeah, well, show that map with in case it didn't show up. Show that
No,
map with
this
all
one
the circles
definitely.
on it again.
Oh yeah, I showed that.
Because oh yeah, could everyone see that? Because the
Yeah, I
map with
made
all the circles
this
on
is
it, that was neat.
yeah, that's gonna be
Because
one
that
of them.
literally showed every place.
Hopefully by next week I'll have this like I'll have it all in like one like map, and then it'll go up on the website, and you can like play around with it. That'll be cool.
Hell yeah.
What else? Oh, we can do like how about just okay? What do you think was their biggest show ever? Or maybe like highest attendance. Yeah, how about highest attendance? That's good. You can probably guess that. It's higher than I thought.
Um, I don't know. I feel like 2,500.
Oh, more than that. They just had like 4,000 something, over
Yeah. What did they
4,000
do?
for.
Yeah, they just had some really big shows, didn't they?
I thought they had one that was like 7,000. Yeah, here we go. Ariake Arena. Oh, that was the crossover show. Okay, that makes sense. Biggest show ever. That's just a straight. Well, we've always said that the historic crossover is a Stardom show with New Japan
Yeah.
people on it. The biggest show ever was Grand
Last year's All
Queendom,
Star Grand Queendom. No, 2 years ago.
and I love to have the links here, so it's like I can just click on it and see what the card.
Yeah, I like that too. So why was so many people
Okay,
there?
pre-show, a Rumble, pre-show, another thing, nothing. Who's Fuwa-chan? Oh, that was the what happened to her? Like, she's like a celebrity, and it was Utami and Miyu versus Suzuki and Fuwa-chan. Yep. Oh, Micah versus Himika, was that the last Himika match?
Oh, it probably was.
And then of course your favorite, you and Nene and their reign of terror. Oh
Yeah, but
yeah, but
fucking
that
New
was
Era
good
beat
because
them.
yeah, that's when they double crossed Nene and you and like stole the belts.
Oh, yeah, and this is what a fucking show this was. This is where Restart, Kyrie Poi, and
Kyrie,
Sayori beat
yeah.
Prominence for the title. Holy shit!
Oh, is this where Mina got her face broken?
I don't know. I thought I remember Saya breaking Mina's face in the fall, unless that's when Mina came back. Huh?
Um,
My
Shuri
timeline's
versus
mixed up.
Chihiro. This might be the best show. Oh, Mercedes versus Mayu. Julia versus Tan. This is the best fucking show ever. No wonder I had such great attendance.
It had some star power. That was one of Mercedes' first shows too, and that Mayu kicked her fucking head off.
So, okay, let's see.
Boy,
And then,
time flies. That was 2 years ago already. Holy cow, buddy.
oh wait, actually, the Cinderella. This is actually the biggest event ever. It only said 5,500. I'm assuming that's a sold out show at the Rio Goku Kikano 2013.
They had
What's
5,000 in 2013. I wonder if that's one of their first Cinderellas.
Cinderella Champions Fiesta? I don't know. I don't even know if it's if it's a Cinderella show. It's just what it's called.
Lots of Stardom matches. High speed. Natsumi. There's a Natsumi
Ah,
Shozuki.
Io Shirai. Yeah, Io Shirai beating Alpha Female. I think that's her first title win. Part of me thought is like, is this a typo? Is this 550 people? It says capped at 5,500.
Hmm.
That show doesn't seem nearly as good. Guess people really loved Io, huh?
No, yo.
No, Io.
Did you? I tried to use the EO emoji recently. I couldn't find it. I figure it was purged no EO style.
Oh, actually, oh, did we look at this one already? This is 5,539. Whoa, that's like 39 more people. So yeah, all right, well, that makes me feel a little better. All right, but besides that one, what's next? This is 44,000 people.
That is just huge. Like I'm happy.
Is this the
Shit, half the time I'm happy over
yeah?
500, but when you see over 1,000, that's a big deal. Like
Which
these are
okay,
really
wow.
big shows.
So this just I know Okada catches a bunch of shit. It's like this is the Queendom that just that happened like a couple months ago. One of the biggest shows ever.
Oh, I love. Yeah, I don't. It's a good thing I don't. The only internet is Stardom fan for me because I can't imagine anyone on the internet having a problem with Stardom's direction or the guy running it right now. It is a great show.
He's fucking up Cosmic Angels.
It sounds like Tam is. Tam didn't have to accept those stipulations.
I think Tam's the one that offered those stipulations.
She's like, guys, I'm just really tired. All right. Do you know how much money I can make from doing photo shoots and not getting punched in the face?
But yeah, once I get this all sorted out into like actual maps and not like all
No,
janky
I'm
like
more
this, it's
fascinated
gonna be so
that
cool because I'm gonna have like a heat map and stuff. So what I want to do is I don't know unless people could think of like how many people are still here. Oh, a few. So what
he can see the matrix.
I want to do a couple things. I want to do like I want it to be visualized. Like I want to have all of these arenas, right? And like kind of like this, but like the little dots would be based off of like maybe how many times they've been there. And then I also want like a heat map, like basically like picture like blue for no like the lowest attendance is blue, and then Tokyo would be like bright red to kind of like visualize like where are the fans? I think that's interesting too. It's like what else? What else can we do? I don't know. That's most of it, really. Maybe you have like a
I
maybe you have a bar graph like shooting up. Maybe visualize like where the actual attendance is versus just
I
how many
want I want
shows.
when you click on a thing, I want it to zoom straight down to the to Street View.
Just Google Street View.
Yeah. I want to be standing outside the arena.
I don't think I well I can do that in like 3D. I don't think I can do Street View. It's not Google.
Of course you can. Where there's a
That's
will, there's a way. And also, you said that you wanted to clean this up and have it make sense. Nonsense. I love the fact that there's 8 tabs and thousands of lines, and you know what it means.
what? Oh, like what all these
Nobody
stuff
can figure
means.
out what any of that is. You know what all that means and where it goes and why it's there.
In my head, I can picture. I don't have coding skills though. In my head, I know what I want it to be. This is the best I can do for you. I can zoom in on the Wrestle Church, not
I
Street
want to.
View
I want
though.
to. I need the address.
I don't
We're
know
gonna
the
click on that.
address.
Once we get the address, we'll be able to do Street View, and then the directions from my house.
But yeah, I don't know. What else can you? What else do you want to see? I'll fucking put it all on the map for you.
You know what actually interests me? And
Yeah,
maybe it's just me because I don't know. There's
I find this
there's
interesting.
season.
Like this is better than Street View. Like because it's 3D. I don't know. Like seeing little blocks. Like but seeing like these things in like 3D. It's like interesting to see like I can kind of see a city grid, and it's kind of like fucking random. Like, look at all these It's not a single building that's like square with another building. That's interesting.
Well, now this is what I want because this reminds me of SimCity 2000. I need you to mod a SimCity, and for every map you have here, you got your fucking. We're watching our little simoleons run around.
I could probably do that. It's probably.
Of course
Uh,
you can. KBS Hall's right in the middle. We're gonna call KBS Hall the city center, where like you're gonna have monuments of Mayu Iwatani.
there's a new. It's coming out soon. It's in like beta. There's like a new Sims competitor, and apparently it uses like AI. So it's like you can make absolutely anything you wanted to. So
Surprising
that's
that took.
well, it took a Korean company. Those Asian people are
Are
just
we
like
still are we still live?
20.
Because
Yeah,
like if it oh, because I was gonna say because if you shut it down, I'd be like, wow, that sounds like the type of game where you'd be allowed to fuck anything. But I wouldn't say that if we were still
you can do
going.
that in The Sims.
You can fuck anything.
Oh, anything? Probably. There's
I mean,
mods. Oh, you
you
mean
let the internet go
without
you let
mods?
the internet go crazy with AI like you never know what's gonna happen.
Oh, I assumed I put you in like that's like the first character. I just say
Oh,
get Mark from Stardom fan. It's like okay, here you go.
I like it.
I forget what the game's
All
called.
right.
It's got a weird name. It's like AOZ something.
No AO.
Yes, EO.
I don't want to rush it, but we either got to call it or I gotta take a break. Your call.
Well, what do you want to talk about? Because I'm kind of done with
I
this
don't
because
know.
it's I don't like it's in, it's. I wanted to share this because I was like, I've been working on it, but it's also like
I want to I want to go on KBS.
not
I
what I
want to
want it
find
to look
KBS
like.
Hall Japan Street View.
Fine, go
That's
go
all. That's
take
what I
your
want right now.
break, and I'll find something similar to that.
No, I'm typing it in right now. Kyoto. All right, so we're in Kyoto.
Yeah.
I got a travel agency.
How do you
Oh,
do?
Google Maps Street View.
How do you do Street View?
Well, Google Maps Street View. So go to Street View. Just
Oh,
google.com/maps, and then
yeah, I got it.
KBS Hall.
I want to be inside the building.
Well, I want to start outside.
Okay, this is what we're
KBS
doing.
Hall.
If you want to keep hanging
Oh, I
out,
found it.
we're basically doing GeoGuessr
Whoa!
without the
You did it.
geoguessing.
You did it before I did. This place is awesome.
Is it this building?
I don't know. Go in. Can you go in?
I don't know how to go into this building, but I can get into King Cobra JFS's apartment.
If this is a JRPG, we can like if this is an RPG or like Grand Theft Auto, we should be able to go into that cafe and like have lunch.
It's not a bit.
You keep asking me like what I want out of your system. This is what I want. I want to be able to go into that building
Here it is in
and have lunch with
2009.
Mayu Iwatara.
Wow, look at how much different.
Oh,
Whoa.
there's a new restaurant there.
In 2014, we can time
It looks
travel.
like it looks like it used to be a bank. Now it's a restaurant.
And now it's a nice restaurant.
Awesome.
What else do you want to see?
Dreamer, Dreamer's message retracted. I wasn't quick enough to see what he really said.
Oh, that's always awesome. And it's like I don't know. It's like what can't you say on YouTube? I've never found that out. I almost feel like it's designed just for him. Like he's the one that's breaking the code.
How come they haven't made this so you can just run around the city yet? Why do we have
Because
to go like this? I wanna run around the city and like climb everything. Why can't we just do that?
Japan isn't a video game.
Get out of here. You've been convincing me to play like fucking 40 years worth of Yakuza. I'm
Okay,
pretty sure
in
Japan's a
that
video
one
game.
specific instance, Japan is a video game. How about a castle? Now we're just like playing with Street View. we
Street
can
Vew's
do we
awesome.
can do that game where we
You
guess
know what
like the
also
place. And
fascinates me is like their weather, because their weather's sort of funny to me, like where they are, because like it doesn't seem that big, but sometimes it's like you hear the reports and it's like freezing, and then you hear the reports where the air conditioning's broken and everyone's like throwing like fans on and stuff in their little arenas.
oh, did that just like I just go into
Oh,
like
why are we blurring the faces? I didn't say put porn on.
if you go to like I always laugh when in like a Stardom show like they don't have air conditioning where they're always like it's so hot at when like closing out
Oh,
a
cherry
show,
blossoms.
but yeah. Oh, did I just click on the thing? Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Oh, it's nighttime.
I'm not even. I'm also like trying not to show. Probably have already doxed myself accidentally. Yeah, that's not good.
What does it have? What does it care? What does it matter where you live?
I don't know. I don't want to get.
Okay. Someone will
Here's the
send
thing.
someone. What are you afraid? Someone will send you some fan mail.
We have so many fans all around the world. You just never know. This is boring me. Why am I doing this?
Because I love it.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, this person's taking a photo. Photobomb him. Get behind the guy. Get behind the other guy. Get behind the other guy.
Yeah, when is this photo? We turn around. Are they still
There's
there?
a photo of a photo.
No,
God,
is this wait, oh,
we want to see the picture. What's this creepy guy doing? What are
is
you
this
looking at?
is this before or after? You think he's thinking about taking the photo? Or did the photo get taken yet? Oh wait, is this person trying to get like a photo of them with the Google whatever?
The Google thing? I don't know how
Yeah.
the Google thing works. How does this even work?
What do you mean? How do
Like,
photos
where did
work?
the no? How does this work? How are we walking around Japan right now? I don't get the internet.
Because someone took a photo of every inch of Japan.
How is that possible?
I just told you.
Oh, what's in that hole?
They
What's in that hole?
we can zoom into the hole.
Start mining. Start mining.
They're trying to turn this Google Maps into Minecraft.
Yo, get in that fucking hole.
You know what would be cool? I wish there was a thing where I could see like a building being built
I'm a
and
little
like
pissed that we can't just run around this place.
you can. It just takes forever.
I want to use a joystick.
What happens if I use WASD?
What does that mean?
WASD.
Oh yeah.
Nothing. Oh, oh! I can turn.
Oh.
Yo!
Yes.
Can I run? Hang
Can
on,
you
let me.
jump? Bloop,
Can you bloop bloop?
bloop.
Hang on, let me go to like let me go to a road. Let me go to a road. Can I?
What
Why
are
is
they
not?
blurring out these faces? I want to see the people.
Oh, yo! It's taking. It's very.
Oh,
This is like. Isn't this what you're
it
used
is
to?
a video game.
You're right. I apologize. This is absolutely a video game. It's very dirty. Is this a homeless camp?
No, they're just like hanging out. It's like a fucking party.
No, this is a homeless camp, dude.
No, it's not. They're dressed way too nice. It's like one of those things where it's like it happens around here. Like not with all those nice bags and stuff. It's like a camp out thing. It's like that. It's like a charity thing like we do around here, where it's like we're gonna like raise money and pretend like we're homeless for like a night and sleep in our tents. And like the homeless people are like, wow, that's really patronizing
Why are there tarps?
because they're
They're not.
spending the night there.
You don't have the tarps if you're just like
Yo, fucking look it up.
You don't
Well,
have
this is 2016. We don't know what they were doing back then. That's like ancient history.
you don't have tarps if you're like casually homeless. You know what I'm
You
gonna
don't
do?
have your yeah, but your tarp. If you're homeless, your tarp isn't clean with a little fucking table and all that either.
Now I have to like keep running down the street until it shows me a part where there's like a second photo.
Can we get a Japan friend? Can you just like make a short of this? Be like, hey, Japan friends, what are we looking at here?
Oh,
It's
wow.
got to be like some kind of carnival party type thing going on.
Now let's go to like a highway or whatever this is. This is like we're exploring. Whoa! Oh my god, dude! Look at this road, or look at all these roads you can go down. That's insane. I'm gonna pick a random spot. Shout out Lawson.
Lawson,
What?
the title of your stream is Mayu steals a small child. Right now, what we're doing is looking for that child.
Yeah, I can go to Okinawa and like look for him. You know what? Why not? We can go to
Oh, you know it'd be awesome?
How do I
You
zoom
know that
out?
Tam and Arisa like video we saw where they were walking the streets and eating at the deli? I'd love to street view that. All right, I need a break though.
How
I'll
do
hang
I
out for a little while longer, but this is awesome.
How do I undo Street View? I want to
Street view is fucking
I don't want to
amazing.
drag my way all the way to Okinawa. That's gonna take forever. There we go. I don't know, but this is making me what? Oh, what are you trying to say? Oh, of course you can't say what you're trying to say. You're like getting message redacted, message redacted.
Leave it to the dreamer.
Dude, oh my god. This is why it's taking so long to load. It's like, do you want to go to any street? And I didn't know it was like, how do I stop Street View? Okay, there we go. I didn't know Street View was that advanced. Oh, well, okay, maybe that's a little too far. Taiwan? Okinawa. Where where were they? What was that building called? Or is it on my sheet? What? I don't know. I'll just go to the cage match. Go to World Wondering Stardom events. Okinawa. Gino-wan. Okinawa Convention Center. Oh, I could have guessed that. We are going to. I don't even think. I think I looked this up before and it wasn't a place that I could find. Oh, I'm wrong. You could totally find it. I'm wrong. Let's find that small child. I mean, I figured the arena is a good place to start.
It's getting late. I gotta go in a minute.
Oh, we can go inside the building. What is happening? Why are all these people like and yell like it's a gang, a street gang? Hang on, you can't leave it. I gotta figure out. I gotta figure out how to get inside the building. I saw a thing to get
Well,
inside the building.
follow the line. You just follow the line and then walk where they're walking. I think that's how it works.
Take this little guy. Go here, little guy.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow. Man, they have some nice buildings.
Is this where they just were?
Yeah.
That's why it looked empty.
2022.
Jesus.
Can we be inside the Rio Goku
Oh wait, man.
No?
You gotta look up the church.
Oh, true, true. But, dude, what if there's a Stardom event?
It just happened to be filming that day, or taking the picture, or however the fuck this magical thing works.
I think it's dark magic. I think it's witchcraft. Oh, we can be inside the center of the ring? Please? No, that's not inside the ring. I literally saw a thing to be inside. I forgot you could go inside if they have pictures of inside buildings. Wait, is this in the center? I just assumed the center would be like. Wouldn't you assume the center is like the ring?
Inside.
No, it's not. That's crazy.
Yo, this place is huge. The fuck?
Yeah, this is where Stardom happens. This is where the magic happens.
Where do you think Stardom's home base is?
I don't know, but there's like the Stardom Dojo. You mean?
Well, like you picture, so like in the old TNT would have been in the south, northeast New York City would have been WWE. I
Oh,
guess I'd say Jacksonville is like AEW.
oh, we've already tried to be in the stained glass building. Couldn't get in there.
Can't get in there.
I could check again. Jesus, look at all that blue.
Why does the place only have a 3.9?
Um, White people.
Hmm.
Can we get? We
Too
can get
religious.
inside. Okay, so this is if Marigold is shooting in this building, this is the direction they point the camera.
Not at the stained glass.
Dude, they went to this building and they had the camera like fucking pointed this direction or something.
That's so stupid.
It's so fucking stupid. Oh, is this the wrong? No, this is the building. Hang on.
There's got to be different halls to it or something.
Yeah, but they definitely went to this building and they did not use the stained glass. They were getting ripped. Like it's like that's the only reason you go to this building.
Otherwise, it's just a convention hall. Oh, I gotta put a sweatshirt on. I'm getting cold.
Gonna try here. No, that's not where I wanted to go. Go into the building. Little slave. Little guy.
My sweatshirt smells like dinner. I was wearing it when I was cooking earlier.
Nice.
You cooked tacos and the house smells like a restaurant for like a week.
Oh, all right. You know what we can do? You want to do that game and close out with that? This is basically what we're doing anyway.
Not really. Do we know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh yet?
No.
Damn it. Me neither. I want to play season 1 Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh yeah, actually, I think I downloaded something. It's like you have to download something. I can't go anywhere. I'm stuck. This is done. We got to be done.
Good night, world.
Bye
We
bye. Bye
could
boy.
play chess.
Bye.